I'm here. This hat doesn't look that bad. It shows that I've got hair. Right. I'm just. Here we go. Okay. Okay. I is back. It's really cold in here. Oh, it's 1 degrees C outside. Okay, that makes sense. It's just above freezing outside of my house, outside of my office. So that explains it. I was like, my leg feels really cold. I should be worried. No, but no, I'm back. I'm also like super duper hungry, so I might have to run away if basically I get like another hunger pain, or if I start getting a headache, which is annoying because I get hunger headaches. If I don't eat anything, I get hunger headaches. The thing is that basically I wanted to come out and basically check my mail real quick because it looked like I had like a really nice email, a really good email about a job. So I was like, ew. You know. But no, there is basically literally just before I left for Manchester for Bear Bash, I got like a kind of a job offer. And it was, I'm not gonna lie, it's a little bit of a kind of like a, I always feel like it's slightly prostitute-y, you know, but it's not. It's actually not anything to do with sex. But I don't know if anybody knows this, but I've got like on my profile on Grommer, I have a thing that basically says like kind of like hired hog, because I kind of like if somebody wants to hang out with me and is going to provide food, like good food, not just like not hopefully not drug laced food, then it's kind of like going to be, I'm going to be very much into that, no matter what we're talking about or anything. So I have a friend who's also very interested in funding my artwork, and also is also like wants to do the hide hog thing. The only problem is that he lives in Northern Ireland. It's never simple. It's never simple, They don't. There's never anybody that lives in like Peterborough or Cambridge or something. It's so annoying. But whatever. But no, they're. I've done lots of commissioned work for them before. They seem to be trustworthy when it comes to money wise, so that's cool. But essentially, they want to be like the primary patron of the channel, and I've not had good luck with my patrons. I don't know if he's listening or if he'll watch this, because this, like, live streams get recorded and they get stuck on the YouTube channel somewhere. I don't. But I mean, like, there is like one guy. Well, there's two guys that basically have almost been the primary patron, but not really, because one of them has just been incredibly inconsistent, and that's Kyle. And it's like, I want to like Kyle, but he keeps lying to me, and he keeps being really inconsistent. He's basically very immature, and like, I'm sorry, but I just I can't really lie when it comes to stuff like this, and it just after several kind of like times where I got my hopes up for basically for this, he's kind of like squished them every single time. He's done this like several times. The second guy, as basic. He just he met me once in person after we talked and we got along really nicely, but he met me once and then he wasn't honest with me when basically he did where he wasn't dishonest. He just didn't tell me the whole truth, like straight away, um, about how that meeting went. Like I met with him. Met with him up in Newcastle. We had what I thought was a really good time. I really enjoyed myself, apart from my ankle being all twisted. Um, I really enjoyed myself. We seemed to get along great. I mean, it was really nice. It was really awesome. I really enjoyed it. But no, he basically thought that it was not that. He thought that it didn't go well, and which means that it's kind of like, I mean, I kind of try not to take it personally, but if I think it's going great, and I'm polite and respectful and everything, I don't understand. Like, he must just not like me, and I just wish that people would just say stuff like that. And I wish that people would say this right away, because I didn't know this. I didn't know that it didn't go well until like a month later. So as far as having like primary patrons, like primary like funding for my artwork and all of my stuff, basically my job, as far as going for like a proper job, I have not had the best of luck. Like, these two have been the most promising, and yet they both have like got my hopes up and then straight back down into super depression. So I'm trying not to get my hopes up for this so much. But this guy has basically, like I said, um, he's funded a lot of my work before. He's retired. He's apparently got a lot of money, because I don't want to take everybody's, like, I don't want to take somebody's, like, all of their money. You know, I'm not an asshole. I really am not. Like, I understand what it's like to be poor, because I'm super poor right now. Like, I've got money in my bank account, but I'm not allowed to touch it because it's birthday money for Damon, so that's annoying. But yeah, I mean, it's like, it's looking good, but I got a notification that I got an email. So I know the beginning of this story. Finally, getting to the beginning of the story. So I haven't eaten today because, like I said, I wanted to get into my office because I got a notification that I got an email from this person, and like, I wanted to check that straight away before I ate anything. Just straight away, I want to just check it to make sure that it's like, it's nothing serious, or if it is something serious, that it's something seriously good. And it was nothing. It wasn't them at all. It was a stupid spam email that basically happened to look like his name, that I didn't have my glasses, or I still don't have my glasses in here. Oh no, I do. I got my bag of stuff that needs to come into my office. I like this. The clone zone. So I got this hat. I'm waiting for somebody to be in the chat and ask me about the hat. Did I not put my glasses in here? I think I can feel them. I put them in the bag, so I'm not like gonna smear the lenses or anything. Don't know. I've got Itchy's pencils. Itchy's pencils are in here. They've got to go in the pencil jar. And I've got to put those in there. Got my little book, because I forgot my little book. It was in my bag. I was a stupid person. Got the old hat, which I was wearing. Oh, I got stickers. Oh shit. I got stickers. One of my laptops has a bunch of stickers on it, so got some cool stickers. All Man Bear stickers. They're not in here. My glasses are not in here. Fuck. I'm annoyed. Where's my badge? Oh, you get a little pin badge every time also that you go to Bear Bash. Get a little pin badge. A little tiny pin badge. It was steampunk stuff this year, so I got a little bear wearing a top hat. It's a bit lazy, but what are you gonna do? I had dreams, I had aspirations of basically like sitting in the park during Bear Bash and just drawing and stuff. And I did get one sketch done, just one real quick sketch. But essentially it kept threatening to rain. It was either like misty or it was about to rain. You know, it was actually raining. So essentially, it was kind of like I didn't get a chance to actually draw much besides one real quick sketch. I'll show you in a second. Hopefully, it will show up on camera, but who knows? But yeah, I get like little pin badges. I don't actually wear them unless they're really good ones. This one's okay. It's not as cool as I'd like it to be, but what are you gonna do? But what I do is I actually keep them in my office. One of the reasons why it's a wood panel in here, there's like wood all over the walls. I mean, you can see that. This office is actually metal and plastic. So it's kind of designed. It's not really designed for people to be in it. So when me and Damon put up the insulation in my office, what we did was I wanted wood paneling, this kind of wood paneling. It wasn't my idea, by the way, to have it kind of like do the slanty thing. That wasn't my plan. That wasn't my idea. But Damon put the first couple on, and then when we put the rest on, it kind of like it was just kind of like a thing. We ran with it. I didn't want that purely because I know spiders will use that to their advantage. And I was right. Because they love hiding underneath the little cracks and underneath the slits in the wood. And then they just love being there. And it makes it incredibly hard to actually capture spiders in like a glass or a jar or something and then put them outside. Just can't do that. But no, Damon put it up. He kind of like, yeah. But anyway, yeah. So pin badges. I've got a lot of pin badges. I had a lot of pin badges before I moved in here, and before I built, before we built the office. And what I don't know if you can tell, or you probably can't tell from that side, but like I do have some like pieces of like art, and like the moon poster. It's being held up by one thumbtack, and there's a badge here. Like there's a little pin badge just here, a little owl. But like I got like art on the wall and stuff, and that's also being held up by pin badges. And like the calendar, I mean that is actually one of these. It's actually one of these. It's a Bear Bash pin badge. I basically use them as kind of like pins, but also there are some just dotted around the room. And like if Itchy was here, he can tell you because he's been in here, so he knows that they're around. But yeah, I just put them around, and it's kind of nice. It's kind of nice. Like I thought I was gonna have a lot more pin badges, but pin badges have become the thing that everyone collects, which means that they've become that like every fucking place. Whenever you go somewhere, you pick up a pin badge. But this also means that every fucking place now has like 4 different kinds of pin badges, and they're all really expensive for this tiny thing, this thumbnail of a thing, just because it's made of metal and it's like it's decent quality and stuff. Oh, they stopped numbering the Bear Bashes. This one has the date on it. It's Great British Bear Bash 2023. That one's got Great British Bear Bash 15. It's like, I can't remember what number it is, so I'm just gonna, I'm gonna put the date on it instead. Ugh. But yeah. Anyway, no one's asked me about the hat yet, and also it says no one's watching now. There was like 5 people watching, and now I've got hair on my mouth. Yep, there it is. Great. I was waiting for somebody to basically ask me about my hat. It is a nasty pig hat. And that's like... I've got to answer this. There you go. But yeah, it's a cute hat. But yeah, when I was in Vegas, everybody was wearing nasty pig hats and just general merch and stuff. It's just a clothing company that like caters for like fetish wear and stuff. That's all it is. But I didn't have one, and I kind of, that's another thing that I tried to collect. But I basically I have to wear a hat when I go out and stuff. I have to, because I've got I've got hypersensitivity to light and sound and all the other things, and it just keeps the glare off of my eyes. But like even in here, this is too bright for me. That's why I usually either wear sunglasses, which is impractical because I need to look at screens, and some of the polarization on some sunglasses can fuck with my screens, even though they're just like I don't think that should work, but it does. It somehow it fucks with my eyesight on these screens. So I usually just wear a hat in here whenever I can, and yeah, I got a new hat, and I might keep this for like my general everyday hat. It kind of depends. It's basically the same as the trucker hat because the trucker hat is mesh. I mean, that's mostly mesh, and it allows my head to breathe and stuff, which is nice. But it's kind of like it's not the same as like having the top of your head kind of exposed, I guess. It doesn't mess with my hair. But yeah, I don't know. That could be my outside hat, and that could be my inside my office hat. Because I really do like the Nostromo hat. I mostly like it for the nerd cred, I do like that. I might just take them both out. Actually, does that work? It's kind of got me. So I've got like one hook. Does that work? Can I put like that? Oh no, it all look weird. Feels good. Feels like it's hugging around a lot more. That's the other thing about this hat. Also, that covers up the Nostromo. I don't know. But that's the other good thing about this. It's kind of a sweatband as well. I mean, all hats have like a sweatband in them, but this is like most. I was joking with Damon because this is actually not cheap. This was actually really expensive, and I was like, I don't understand how it's so expensive when they saved so much money on materials, right? But no, that's not the case. It basically they've just added extra material into the sides, so it's more of a sweatband than it is kind of like a hat. Instead of just like a like a like the regular sweatbands that you get inside hats, which are just one piece of material. This kind of feels like it's slightly neoprene-y, and then like there's a layer of like um cotton or something, and then there's like another layer inside, which is padding, which feels slightly more neoprene-y. So I don't know how that works, but oh, polyester 92%, PU spandex 8%. Okay, I was gonna say it should say on the label. It's got a little label inside. Neat. Let my little tuft kind of like be on top of my hat. So yeah, I've got a nasty pig hat now, which is nice because it matches the aesthetic. If I do manage to get back to Vegas next year, then it will match all of everybody else's hat, which I know is kind of like, counterintuitive to the whole, be yourself, be an individual thing. It's just that kind of, yeah. I might just I might have to wear I might have to wear my Nostromo hat anyway, on account of, it covers the head a little bit better. And if I just had a haircut, that's nicer, I guess. I don't know. Oh shit, I have to answer this again. Sorry. Okay. But yeah, I did bash my head really hard. Oh, that guy achievement unlocked. I have broken a shower door. Well, I've broken another shower door. It was like this wide. That's not wide enough. It was just like it would only open this wide. The whole door is like this wide. That slid. And it's like I can get through that. It's a squeeze, but I can get through that. But like it only opened up, it only opened that much. Like fuck, what? So yeah, that's great. It just kind of like came off of the tracks, and the bottom of the like two little wheels that it was kind of like rolling on. It kind of like it broke one off because it was trying to be pushed too far, and it was basically like hanging. It was kind of like hanging off of. It's sorry. I've got a friend who's basically like he gets uppity if I don't answer his messages right away, and normally I'm just like deal with it, but like he's sick, so I've got to answer these. But I'm trying to stay on track with my conversation with you guys, and also I'm super hungry, so that's one of the reasons why this is a quickie. I'm just basically I really want to go eat, like and it's kind of it's also super annoying because I could just bring my food in here real quick, but it's really cold outside, and I would have to make 2 trips because I'll have to eat and then go back in the house to take my pills. I can't just take my pills in here. I mean, maybe, I don't know. It depends how hungry I get, because I might just run away and eat anyway. Anyway, do the story, answer message, decide if I'm gonna go eat food. But yeah, so it was only like this big, and I basically I managed to get in once, and it really hurt the front of my tummy. But like the second time that I showered, I was only there for the weekend. I was only there for like 3 days, so basically I only showered twice. Mainly because I couldn't fit in the fucking shower. But yeah, it was. You managed to get in it once, while holding the door, so that basically it didn't like go further and break itself. And then the second time it broke itself, because like I wasn't applying enough force to force it into my tummy while I was sliding in, to basically counteract the bounce of my belly against it. So basically, one track broke off, and then the other track kind of like broke as well a little bit. So I just so far they haven't noticed, I'm guessing, because Damon hasn't been charged extra. He hasn't got like an email or anything about like, you broke the shower. So far they haven't noticed. Like that room hasn't been occupied since then. Maybe I don't know. It just that I did make it look like it was just open. So it just like I managed to fix it by basically just like putting it back on top of the track where it's supposed to be and stuff once I got out of the shower. But yeah, stupid shower door. Also, we definitely Damon is actually looking up tomorrow. He's looking up seatbelt extensions, because I cannot fit in the back seat of the car. So whatever weight I lost during my sickness after Vegas, somehow in Manchester, I picked it back up again, which is nice. So yeah. I broke another shower door. I thought it was at Bear Bash, but it might have been at the sci-fi convention. I feel like it was at the caravan park, but I think it might just be because the shower was about the same fucking size. I don't know if anybody's seen this, but I've got like there was a video a while back of me kind of like playing around in the shower, because the shower was like this wide. So essentially, like I could not turn. I couldn't really have a shower in the shower. But yeah, there was like a similar shower at either Bear Bash or a sci-fi convention, and I got in it. I tried to shower as best I could, and then when I got out of it, basically like the sealant for the glass wall basically just like came straight off of the wall. Like the whole thing kind of came straight off the wall, and we basically had to explain this. So yeah, well, I had to explain it to I think it was at Bear Bash, because I have not been to the sci-fi convention by myself. So yeah, right. So yeah, I've broken 2 shower doors in the past. So yeah. Well, although that wasn't the door, like I said, that was more like the just big glass wall. So yeah. Okay. He's not online anymore, so hopefully I could just like, yeah. They probably didn't care. Well, hopefully they didn't care. Hopefully they didn't care. But yeah, it's their fault anyway. It's their fault anyway. I mean, like once they see us at reception, they should just be like, well, we might have to get you a different room, or at least warn us that the showers might be too teeny weeny. So yeah, I can't really. The thing is that I can't really like blame them because the staff are always super nice at this hotel. This is like the 4th or 5th time that we've been to that particular hotel. By the way, Damon got like a super cold bug thing, but only lasted for 24 hours. And I keep my back of my throat has just been super sensitive recently. But I've not been sick. You know, I don't think this is being sick really. It's basically I had like a mini cold, like a mini sniffles when I got back from Bear Bash, but I think I used up all of my cold when I had, you know, coming back from Vegas. Stop it. Thank you. It's probably just because I've been talking. I haven't been talking for hours. I don't know. I'm going to mute myself real quick and try to get rid of this. I think I got it. I feel like I like swallowed a hair or something. It probably was nothing related to a cold at all. Stupid. Oh shit. He's still awake. Yeah. Whatever that was, I just like I kind of like aggravated like a hair. I breathed in a hair or something. And then I aggravated it because it was like on my vocal cords. It feels like it's still there now. Go away. Oh, fuck off. Right, that's gonna bug me. But hopefully eating something and drinking something will be nice. I really want Mars milk. But we don't have any Mars milk. I am sad. If I get this job, then I can afford to have a mini fridge. I can like put it there, and then I could just have Mars milk. I can order it from like Amazon or something. Just a big crate of it, and just have a fridge for Mars milk. Then I can have it all the time, and it's good for gainers because I'm pretty sure it's basically like it's nothing but it's basically chocolate milk. It's basically like a chocolate milk thing. It says that it's got lots of protein in it as well and stuff. So yeah, but yeah, I'd just be like drinking that all the time. I fucking love it so much. Matt's milk, Mars milk, Mars. You know, I don't think you get them in the States, but you know, a Mars bar. Do you know what a Mars bar is? Like Mars, like the planet or the god. Oh, okay, just autocorrect. Okay. Yeah, I didn't think you did. I don't remember seeing them in America. But yeah, in the UK, there's basically like, it's just a chocolate candy bar. It's just a chocolate candy bar, and it's just got kind of like caramelly nougat, and then a caramel on top, and it's all coated in chocolate. You know, it's it's got nougaty. It's kind of like a Milky Way. You know, it's got that stuff in it, but you know, the nougat is kind of like, I don't even know what nougat is. I just was told that that's what it was. Is kind of, it's a lot darker, and it's a lot it's a lot denser. So it's got like that. It's like a Snickers, or do you call it marathon bars or something in America? You know, it's kind of like that stuff, but without nuts. And then on top of it is just like like a little thin layer of caramel, and then like I said, it's all coated in chocolate. And ages ago, like really ages ago, like 20 years ago, probably 25 years ago, they made a series of drinks, you know, out of like these, out of all of the different kind of like candy bars. So I think even there was a Milky Way one. There was definitely a Milky Way one, but Mars bar, the Mars milk, they were all different flavored milks, and they basically one of them was Mars milk, and they were so good. And I think that the Mars milk is the only one that's survived, you know, because they still make them. I don't think they make them anymore, make any of the other ones anymore. I've not seen them for a very long time anyway. But yeah, it was just the one kind of like company in the UK that made all of these different. Oh, shut up! No food. Not tired. Not tired. Food. Want food. But yeah, there was like Bounty, which is like a chocolatey coconutty thing. There was Milky Way. There was Mars Milk. I think there was even a Snickers one, or like I said, I think it's called Marathon in the States. It might still just be called Snickers. I don't know. And then there was just like the generic chocolate as well. I think there was like a Yorkie one as well. So there were a few. What I'm getting at is there were a few selection. I only remember these ones. And Mars basically survived, and ever since then it's just been kind of like just a hint of caramel, but it's basically just chocolate milk but with a hint of caramel. But that hint of caramel is just enough to basically make it fucking delicious. And it is so good. It is so good. I would, I have never gotten bored of it ever for 25 years. So yeah, it's like it's so good. I could always have more Mars milk. So yeah, it's like I would be full on addicted to that stuff. I love it so much. You know, if even if I ever get diabetes in the future or whatever, then I would not be able to give up Mars milk. I wouldn't be able to do it. Anyway, yeah. We don't have Milky Way. I know you have Bounty. I know that there's like some weird kind of like candy laws or something, because like Kit Kat and stuff in the US is owned by a completely different company than what would be the equivalent of company to the UK company that makes Kit Kat in the UK, which is weird because I think it's owned by Roundtrees, whereas in the UK it's owned by Nestle or something. Ugh. But no, there's the equivalent corporations in the US, basically, for like candy. And it's weird in America seeing brands that are basically the same as the UK, like they've got the same packaging almost to the UK versions, but they're not owned by the same company. So there's just like slight differences, which is weird. Like Kit Kat, for example, in the UK is kind of like is it's got this circle around it. It's all red. It's got white background, and it's got Kit Kat written in the circle, and that's the Kit Kat bar. In the US, I've seen it be um, like it's got it's almost exactly the same, only it's more centered. The circle is more centered instead of slightly slanted. Also the oval, and then it's kind of like it's got Kit Kat written in black letters over the white background instead of being red letters to match the background. And it's like it just looks weird. It just looks weird. It freaks me out. And also there's more of a cat motif to the lettering and stuff. Kit Kat also in Japan. I think that's also slightly, I think that's owned by the same company, or the equivalent company to the UK Kit Kat. So yeah, Twix is still good. I'm still remembering the Twix advert. Does anybody remember the Twix advert? By the way, I don't understand what's going on with my facial hair. I noticed this when I was on I was on another chat room earlier, but my fur is already back. Like my hair grows fast anyway, but I mean it just doesn't really show up on camera, except for like the extension of my mustache is freaky. Like all the way around my mouth, it's kind of like it looks way denser. As when I go back into the camera, it's not. Move back, it's kind of it looks way down. It looks like I got a goatee or like a horseshoe thing or something. What the fuck? The bear one, yeah, I love the bear one. I love that so much. You can tell that she was kind of like you can tell that the female bear that she's kind of like she's kind of like the rebellious girlfriend that you always wish that you had or something in high school. She's kind of like you can tell that she's the most awesome girl at school. You know, it's like you could tell that she's to all the other bears. She's kind of like this girl. It's like she's awesome. Like just the way that she kind of is leading the conversation. I don't know what it is, but I love her so much. Just like he's kind of like he's so enthralled by her words. It's just so funny. Just kind of like nods and the ear twitch. It's all good. I fucking love that. It's so good. But yeah, in case nobody knows what we're talking about in playback, Kit Kat, not Kit Kat, Twix in the UK made an advert where there's like an advertisement, an ad, whatever you want to call it, where there's basically like there's two guys sitting like in a campground. They're kind of twins or something. I don't know. It's not about them. Well, it's kind of about them, but it's not really about them. But no, they're basically like one of the twins, one of the guys is basically like is talking about how great Kit Kat is. I mean, oh fuck's sake, Twix is. It's like saying how it's like. Do you know what the best part is? It's like the crunch. No wait, no, it doesn't matter which one you choose. They're both like they're both tasty, chewy, and delicious. And then basically the camera cuts to two bears that are behind them, looking at these two guys. And one of them is this girl bear. She's like she's the one that's talking, and she's like, do you know the best part is that doesn't matter which one you choose, they're both chewy and they're both tasty, chewy, and delicious. They're dead. Those guys are dead. And then it cuts back to the guy talking, and it's like that. And the best part is that Do you know what the best part is? And like the other twin is like, no, what? And it's like the crunch when you first bite into it. And then again, it cuts back to the bears, and and she's like, "Do you know the best part? The crunch when you bite into it." It's like, oh, it's just so good. I can't do it justice. You're gonna have to go look it up. Bear Twix advert, easy to look up. It's so good. If you're on my Discord, there's a link to it somewhere. I think there's a link to it twice now, because I think we were talking about it. It's so good. It's so funny. I love that advert so much. But yeah. Bosco, you've seen it. You were one of the people that I was showing it to. I'm pretty sure. But yeah. Damn, yeah, the hair growth is rapid. Well, yeah, I mean, random hormone imbalance bullshit. Got a lot of tea in me. It basically also, like, my face fuzz hair is kind of like the same as well. It's really annoying because my razor that I use every time I shower, I have like I have to I just wet shave, real quick with a razor just around these bits and on my nose and stuff. That's why sometimes I've got like mystery cuts sometimes and everything, because I don't remember like cutting myself when I shave and stuff, because I've got that God damn it. A couple of people asked me about this. I can never remember the name of the fucking disease or condition or whatever it is called. But the one with the hair growing all over the face, you can kind of see in the light. My beard doesn't really stop. It gets lighter. Anyway, my razor that I use in the shower just straight up broke. Like, it fell to pieces. Like, it was a cheap Gillette thing, and it basically is like it was made of like 4 pieces of plastic, kind of like all clipped together, and essentially, like I was doing like this bit. I just was just, and then kind of like the blade fell off. And I was like, oh, bend down, pick it up, and as I'm about to put it into the little slot thing that it's supposed to go into, the rest of it kind of just fell apart in my hand. So yeah, I mean that happened like a few weeks ago now, and I just when I did this, I did this as well, so it's kind of like at the same sort of length. But fortunately, it doesn't really show up so much. And I've been to, I went to the doctors, and you can't really see it. It doesn't really show on camera. It is noticeable, but it's kind of just like I've got a lot of peach fuzz, like all over my face. But I think Damon got he went to Tesco's today, so I think he got me a new one. But it's just, I just go around my entire face, just this part of my face, with that razor, and basically, it's nice. It stops me from looking like a freak. Well, no, it's sort of related to the hormone condition thing. Apparently, like this thing, that hair condition where the hair grows like all over your face, but like as if it is your beard hair, or fortunately, like this grows as fast as my head hair grows, which isn't that fast, but it's as kind of like thin. It's a little bit thinner than my beard hair. You know how your beard doesn't grow at the same length, or the same rate as your head hair. It's basically like, it's like that. Like, so it doesn't grow super thick, and it doesn't grow super fast, and it's all blonde, so it matches my complexion. So I can get away with actually, like, for maybe a week or two, not shaving it before it starts to be like really long and noticeable, and I get random. Well, I look like the wolf people. If you look up this condition, you find, like, I'm lucky because my hair is segmented. It's basically like dark hair, blonde, and then dark hair again. So yeah. But most people with this don't actually have that. All of their hair is the same kind of color, and it's kind of, yeah. But no, it's like I said, it's really actually common. It's just that it's like not really activated because women don't have the same hair growing chemicals flowing through their body like men do. So it's like it's a little bit less common in women, and also even for some of the men, this condition is very like it's most common in, for some reason, like South Asian people. So I have no idea how I picked it up. I think it was basically because of the hormone condition thing. So yay. It's just another one of my stupid genetic defects because of the whole, broken person, not really a person thing. But yeah. I'm not meant to be a real bear. I'm actually I'm actually part of the canid. Oh, wait a minute, no. Bears are part of the canid family. No, again, dog, pig. Dog and or pig. Oh my god, actually that's what this is like. It's kind of like pig hair. Have you seen like a lighter pigs? How they I mean, like, lighter in color, not as in as in lightweight. But have you seen lighter pigs and how they have kind of like that kind of fuzz? That's what it's like. That's what it's like on my cheeks. It's like on my cheeks. It feels kind of like that. It's fuzzy. It's too fuzzy. It's actually on my ear too, which is actually really annoying. If anybody's ever cut their ear, or basically like did a home piercing or whatever, I get like it's just around the lobe mostly. It's just around this bit that I have to shave. But yeah. Being me sucks. Being me sucks. I shouldn't really complain. I know. But yeah, I am hungry. Or maybe that's what. Maybe that's what it is. I'm just cranky. I need my foods. Need my foods. Plus, my mouth keeps filling up with saliva because I keep thinking about Mars milk and how I don't have any. But Mars milk, so tasty. And now that's trying to get back again, and it's like, great. What are you gonna eat? Well, like I said, Damon went to Tesco's, went to the supermarket. So hopefully, he got me like they've got like the deli counter, and they've got pre-made sandwiches, and I always get like a bunch of those whenever I'm there. But I didn't get to go. I was awake. And up and everything, but I was kind of like working on something. I think I was just playing on the computer, and he just left. But in his defense, I did say to him, it's like, if you think that you're well enough to go to Tesco's, because we need supplies. Our house is kind of like barren since Manchester. I did say to him, just go. If you feel up for it, then just go. Just go to Tesco. Get foods, because he was out of milk for his coffee, and I basically like the corner store here is shut in the village, so I couldn't go and get it. It wasn't that much of an emergency yet for me to like get in the car. So yeah, it was getting there, but we would have had our food delivered like sometime. I was gonna say sometime in the middle of the week, but in fact it is. Oh, it's May the 4th. Funny. Yeah, it's the beginning of next week that we're gonna have food. So yeah. But no, so I've either got sandwiches, and if he didn't get me sandwiches, then he got me at least pot noodle. And if he didn't get me pot noodle, which is just like cups of ramen, then I know we have milk, and I know we have cereal. So I've got plans. It's one of those. It's one of those. A special day is in 2 days. What's that, Panda Fox? What is that, Panda Fox? What day are you talking about? Fist bum. Yeah, I know. I was messing with you when you said a special day is in 2 days. I was like, I know what he's talking about. It's his birthday. But I was messing with you because, like, I was expecting you to be all like, "You don't remember? How could you not remember my birthday?" And then I want you to realize that I don't remember anybody's fucking birthday, unless your birthday is on like the 1st, or maybe at a stretch the 2nd of a month. I don't remember when it is. Don't remember Itchy's birthday. I know it's in December sometimes, but my brain keeps saying December 10th, and it's not December 10th. It's the December 21st. So I don't know. It's something. It's something that you want people to remember your birthday. Be born on a special day. That wasn't just because special because you were born. Okay. Or become like super famous enough to where your birthday becomes a national holiday. Yeah, that's the only way that you're going to get your birthday remembered. It has to be on the 1st or become super famous. Well, you're the only one that doesn't complain. Everyone else complains. My mother complained. It's not my fault. Everybody in my family is born on like a day that is kind of like, my dad, my fake dad. My fake dad was born on February the 2nd, so I remember that one. No, January the 2nd. God damn it. So yeah, but a lot of my family members were born on like the 1st of things. Like I've got a couple of cousins that were born on like, one was born on the 1st of June and the other one was born on the 1st of July. So there's that. My Rebecca, she was born on October 1st. So yeah. No, she was born on October 31st. She's a Halloweenie. She's a Halloweenie. Also, Damon's birthday is November the 1st. So yeah. I bet you don't remember when my birthday is. Panda, you gotta find the cure for cancer to become a national holiday. That'd be great, actually. I don't know what it is. I was talking to somebody about this. I think it was Sam. I met up with Sam. I don't know if you guys remember Sam. Big hair guy. He's got the big curly hair, which was infuriating me because there's one strand that just was like springy and poking straight up, and it was really annoying because all of the rest of it was kind of like normal. Well, normal but big. Big ham Sam. Big hair Sam. I was talking to him about this, but like a ton of people seem to be like, I've noticed this. A ton of my friends in and out of the bear community seem to randomly have cancer. Just happened. And one of my other friends was basically who is a slightly, he's a skeptic about everything. He's kind of a bit of an arsehole. But one of my friends from one of my previous jobs, I still keep in contact with, when I was pointing this out, because he said it's like, oh yeah, do you remember Greg? Greg has cancer. It's like, oh my god, is he okay? And he's like, yeah, no, it's minor cancer. It's just like, he's basically doing the last bit of chemo. He's responding well to it. It's just a little cancer, it's a tiny cancer. And it's like, okay. And then I said, it's weird. I know a lot of people with cancer just recently. What the fuck? What gives? And he was like, oh, it's all of the COVID vaccine injections. And I was like, what? And he was like, yeah, just over the past 3 or 4 years, with whenever you go to the doctors for like an injection or something, like they put this chemical in there and stuff, and apparently he'd done a bunch of research on it, and I was like, oh my god. Like, yeah, it's like the final push was the COVID vaccine, because that's got a bunch of something in it or whatever, and that's also like a carcinogen, but the government don't want you to know about it. I was like, oh my god, please stop talking. Because he's a really good friend. He's got such good information. Like whenever I needed information with proofreading and stuff like that, I'd always go to him first, because he was like, he knew all of the quick links to certain researching and university websites. So basically I was like, oh my god, I'm really stuck on this. I need your help. And he'd just be like, yeah, just go here. Here's the login, and yeah, good luck. But no, it's like he's always been really nice to me. And like I said, he's been skeptical about stuff, but usually the good kind of skeptical, not the super skeptical about everything. And it was just like, oh my god, this guy's an anti-vaxxer. And I was trying to explain this to Sam, that he actually isn't a bad person, because I actually asked him, it's like, are you an anti-vaxxer? He's like, no. I got the jab and everything. It's like, then why do you think all of this causes cancer? It's like, because people are getting cancer. And it's to do with the stuff that you get injected. He was basically like, because of all the evidence. And I'm like, well, I see the evidence too, but I need more. So now that I've touched this bit, the patch of fur, these patches of fur under my eyes, because I can see them kind of, I can't stop rubbing it. It's so light and fluffy compared to the harshness of this. It's not quite head hair, but it's so light and fluffy. That's probably why I got a hair caught in my throat. Got it. But yeah, there's so many people got cancer. What the fuck? I need to adjust this. The problem with this is that because my head is so big and meaty, it's really hard to get hats that fit me without feeling like they're gonna either fly off or, oh my god, that's so much better. It's not squeezing my head. It's not crushing my brain. Yeah. This is the first time I've actually seen it in a mirror-ish kind of thing. like on my head, because I didn't look in the mirror in the store. I just picked it up and got it. Is anyone still watching? Anyway, yeah, kill cancer. So I'm kind of pissed off actually still at like because I used to work for a bunch of charities and everything, and I read the literature and everything usually, but it's kind of like the British Heart Disease Foundation and stuff like that. And one of the, I can't remember which cancer foundation it is, but there's, what's really annoying about these charities or these research foundations and stuff, is that the British Heart Foundation in particular, it basically they seem to have given up. Like they'll give you surgeries and stuff. They don't want to. They don't seem to want to reverse heart disease. They seem to want to, in fact, prevent it. They want to prevent heart disease. And they are researching stuff into like surgeries and stuff for people with heart disease and all that stuff, and that's great. But it's just like curing heart disease, curing the one of the cancer foundations, when I read their pamphlet and stuff like that, was basically like it's like yes, for our research we've learned that that in order to like prevent cancer, you have to just do this and this and this and live a generally healthy lifestyle. And it's like, but what about the people with cancer? What about the what about curing cancer? It's like they don't, like they seem to be all about prevention. They're basically just telling you not to do stuff to avoid certain products and stuff like that. And it's like, we know this. We're giving you money to cure cancer. You're not to tell us to be our parents. Fuck off. It just is really annoying. Just these couple of pamphlets that I read were just kind of like really, really irritating, and like talking to you as if you're a fucking idiot. It's like, ugh. Anyway, it's a weird but nice hat. Well, it's not weird. Well, why is it weird? It's when I put it on in Manchester, basically like one of Damon's pups actually said that it was like a kind of like a kind of like a football dad coach kind of vibes or something. And I was like, I'll take it. I'll take that. I'm okay with that. Right, I've been on for over an hour. I thought this was going to be the topless part. Well, that's the weird part. Well, it's basically just a sun visor. It's just, that's all it is. But it shows off my silver hairs, which you can kind of see. At least I can see on my preview. There's a couple of like groups of them at the front that are really visible. I need to see a friend at Manchester, and like who's suddenly just like well, at least in the past couple of years since I've seen them. Oh no, wait, I did see them last year. But no, they've suddenly got a lot of silver in their hair and in their beard, and it's like, they look good. Like Jesus, it suits them. I'm just like, is that going to happen to me? Is that going to be just like 1 year where I'm just going to just completely turn white? That'll be so cool. That'll be so cool. Come on, my dad genes. Come on. I want my dad's genes to kick in already. I will be Santa. I will. It will happen. Oh, yes. But yeah. Oh, the events that I hosted. Yeah, I'm gonna have to find a new. I'm just gonna say these things, and I'm probably gonna go. So I hosted 2. Well, it's not dad genes in general. It's it's specifically my dad's genes. Although I don't think Santa wears jeans. I mean, he does. Like, I'm sure he owns some. I don't know. Yeah, just 2. I'll talk about these 2 events that I hosted, and then I'll go. So, we're gonna need to find a new buffet because for some reason, every time that we book like a big table at this one buffet, they really try to squeeze in as many people into this place as much as possible, and it's a real shame because their food quality, it's like, mid to good, tier. It's not great. It's not like luxury or anything. It's just that it's mid to good quality. It's always consistent. And also personally, the noodles were really, really good. That's one of the main reasons why I keep going there. But this one buffet, it's called Tops in Manchester, and they want to squeeze in as many tables as possible, and that's fine. But it's just that when I'm doing the Pigpen Picnic buffet thing, when I'm hosting that particular event, we're all big dudes, and they keep putting us in tables where either the table is right up against the wall, so nobody can nobody can get around into the table. Or there's basically like a stack of tables. There's like a few long tables, and then they put us in this one, and then they put people in the 2 other tables either side of us, so we can't get out to go to the buffet. They keep doing this, and this is annoying because in the first couple of years, oh my god, my glasses. Oh yeah, that's why. Yeah, that's why I'm not wearing them. Got a giant smudge on the lens. Yeah, they keep putting us basically the first couple of years. We were put in places where we could easily get out, usually on both sides, or on neighboring tables. One table and then another table, and so there was plenty of space for us to move about and stuff. And if we were going to bump into each other, we'd just be bumping into each other. They'd put us in like 2 tables like stacked next to each other, so that, yeah, you get it. But no, they keep doing this, and also they keep like screwing up my reservation at least a little bit. But the staff are always really like, they're really accommodating and stuff. So it's like, I book online, I write, I send them an email basically saying that we might need another couple of chairs but because like we don't know if somebody's coming or not, etc. I'm willing to pay extra. Always add the willing to pay extra because otherwise they'll just ignore it. And yeah, it just is kind of like it's book online, and they always mess something up with my booking. But the staff at the till, at the front of the desk, basically, they're always very, very accommodating. So yeah, they're always very understanding and accommodating. So that's nice. But yeah, this year they kind of like they really screwed up because like a couple of people left because they had a bit of an anxiety issue, which is completely understandable. I get it. But yeah, they left. They just left in the middle of the food, and it was kind of like okay. So yeah, the only problem is that there isn't that style of like all the way around the world kind of buffet in Manchester that's any good. There are a few buffets in Manchester, but they're mostly in Chinatown. So it's kind of like it's just going to be Chinese food, and not everybody likes Chinese food. Just Chinese food. They like a bit of variety, and I get that. I get that, especially if you're doing the competition and stuff. So that, I mean, that was that. But otherwise, there was still a good turnout for a event that wasn't really super publicized. We still got like 10 people, so that was pretty good. Which was about the same as last year. So yeah. The cigar social. It started early. I sent my buddy Aaron, who's the co-host, um, a message saying it's like I'm gonna go grab a table early, and yeah, let's get this started. So I came out of the buffet, went to the room, got the supplies. I basically got like drinks. I actually got like a few beers, and I got like a box of cupcakes. I was going to get some donuts, but I would have eaten all the donuts before they even got to the cigar social. So I got cupcakes instead because I'm not a cakey person. I'm not very cakey. I don't like cake so much. Like I'll eat them, but I won't enjoy them super much. They're mostly, most cake is just like nothing. It's kind of like bread. It's like just eating plain bread. It's just weird. I don't know. So yeah, I got a cupcake. I brought all my stuff down, and everybody was there already. At least like 5 or 6 people were just like there already. And it was fairly nice day. There was like no wind. It was kind of like there was blossom coming off the tree. It was kind of like it was very, very peaceful and nice and cool and chill. And it stayed like this for like an hour. Remember, we were there early, so like, yeah, I was there. I was there at least half an hour early, and everybody was already there. So for an hour, it was nice and peaceful and dry. And then over the next hour, half an hour into the official event, over the next hour after that, it's like somebody was just turning up the water pressure on the clouds, just for a whole hour, just kept just slowly turning up, because yeah, um, completely chill, calm, dry for like half an hour, and then just a tiny dot every now and again. Just I kept feeling it, just on my exposed skin, anywhere that I had like exposed skin, just a tiny, and I was like, okay, it's fine. But yeah, I checked the weather for throughout the day, and it kept saying it was going to rain. And I told my buddy Aaron about this, and he was like, "No, it'll be fine," because it said it was going to rain all year last year. You don't like cake either? Yeah, no. It's kind of just it's plain, and there's so much of it in a cake. You know, when you get a cake, or even a muffin or a cupcake or something, then basically muffins are slightly different. I still don't like them as much, but they're sometimes better. I don't know. Yeah, in cake, it's kind of like there's too much of this big nothingness. It's like having we'll go back to the bread thing. It's kind of like having a cake is kind of like having a sandwich that basically like all your filling is in between four pieces of bread, or even sometimes five pieces of bread, because apparently the bread is so tasty. Because everyone thinks that the bread is so tasty. That's kind of what a cake is to me. It's kind of like there's so much of the nothing part of this food, of the nothing tasting of part of this food. Like, yes, it has a flavor. It's just it doesn't have enough flavor to justify the topping. This is bullshit. Anyway, yeah, but yeah, it slowly got turned up to the point where the rain got slowly turned up to the point where the park was actually flooding, and we had to abandon the site. Umbrellas were not coping anymore because the reflective water, basically when water rains so hard, there was no wind. So I don't understand how the umbrellas. I couldn't for a second. I couldn't understand it exactly. It's like I'm holding an umbrella and yet I'm getting splashed in the face. How is this working? What? Um, but water bounces. It reflects, especially if like water. If rain is that strong and that hard and that big, then basically it doesn't matter if you're holding an umbrella. The water will hit the ground or the person next to you or the trees or anything and just kind of like spray. It's kind of like it will explode in all directions. And that's kind of what was happening. I was getting splashback from the ground, the trees around us, other people's umbrellas. It was just kind of like it was that bad. And that's when we just had to abandon ship. We had to abandon the site. So yeah. It was good up until that point, but next year I have a plan. Next year, there are no beer gardens. There's no covered seating area that will allow basically well, at least I think that would allow kind of like a gathering of like a bachelor party cigar smoking kind of thing. I can't see that happening anywhere. However, there's two possibilities for emergencies. I mean, we're still going to use the park. I can see that we can still use the park if it's sunny and it stays sunny. But for relocation purposes, I'm trying to think of like other places that we can go, and I can only come up with two things. And Aaron has been so unhelpful because, for fuck's sake, man, you live here. He's the one that lives in Manchester. He's the one that lives in Manchester. He usually has a really like good idea of like where to be and stuff. But basically, there's when you go on vacation and there's like a holiday, the hotel has like a little balcony. It has like your hotel room has a little balcony just outside. Well, there is a pub that basically has kind of like a second floor, and it has a little balcony, and there is an awning that goes over it. But I don't think there's going to be like that much space for as many people that showed up. Still, a lot of people still showed up. It was still a successful event. It just was cut short. That's the only problem with this. So that's probably out. There is a pub called Yates that is a little bit further walking distance up the road. It's a straight bar, straight pub. It's a sports. It's kind of like a straight sports pub, but they've got a large-ish smoking area. They've got basically a beer garden, and there is a retractable awning that comes out of the side, and that would save us. And you can book tables. I don't know if you can book tables on the outside, but I'm going to look into it. Definitely going to look into it. But yeah, if I could basically, if in fact I might start it there, if basically, if they will let me, you know, I might just like be very straight up and honest with them, you know, basically like book a couple of tables outside, underneath like the big umbrellas or whatever. And then basically like the day before, you know, when the day that I get there, like go into the actual place, or even the morning or something, go into the actual place and say it's like, right, you know, we're hosting a kind of like an event that's related to Bear Bash, because it's very close to, well, I mean it's kind of already in the gay village, so it should basically they should know about Bear Bash. A lot of people come in there for breakfast and stuff. That's the thing about pubs, you know, bars in the UK, in America, but you guys have bars, and then you have diners. Well, if you combine these things, that's a pub. They basically have food, sometimes all day, and they do breakfasts and stuff. But so yeah, one day after breakfast or something, I might just like ask them and say that it's like, right, you know, we've got kind of like the Bear Bash cigar social. Is it okay if we have it in your beer garden? And does the fucking awning work? I've never seen that thing retract completely over the entire garden. It's basically this big thing that comes out of the side of the roof that just that completely like covers. It looks like it covers the entire garden, and I've seen it like years ago. I saw it basically come out a little bit when it started raining one time, but I've never seen it cover the entire thing. So I need to ask them about that. So yeah, I do have plans for backup plans and stuff like that, but it's just that, like I said, Aaron said that it will be fine. I shouldn't worry about it. It was quite funny. We were both in denial. You know, even when we were holding the umbrellas up, when it started to get bad. Not super bad, but it started to get bad. We were both like, I don't know what you're talking about. It's like, yeah, what about, yeah, but the umbrella. It's like, I'm not holding an umbrella. Anyway, other than that, I mean, it was awesome. I mean, it was like we did our thing. I had some really good food, which is weird. Like, there's this really classy place called the Richmond Tea Rooms, which is basically all Alice in Wonderland themed, and it's like, it's quite nice. You can get afternoon tea and all that stuff, and that's quite nice. All of the food there is awesome. It's just that it's super expensive, like so expensive. Luckily, I wasn't paying for it because I didn't have any money. Somebody took all my money. So yeah. Right, I'm really gonna have to go. I'm like super starving. I'm so sorry. But like I might have multiple things of the foods that I suggested earlier. You know, multiple choices. I might have just like all of them. Cereal's a good kind of, you know, milk and cereal. It's kind of like I mean, that's a good dessert, right? I could have noodles, sandwiches, cereals. Actually, I'm going to do that. That does sound awesome. Anything anybody wants to ask me or talk to me about before I go? Now is the time. Because, yeah, I'm hungry and also I've got to have my medication. Did I miss a message? I did. Fixed it. No, we're good. Good, guys. Yep. Okie dokie then. Well, so I've been sat in that chair for a while. A reinflated belly, although it's empty, belly rubs, and belly salute. And yeah, I'm gonna have to check with, well, maybe like whenever I go see my buddy Dave again, I'm gonna have to check to see if like he's getting bigger scales, so that I can, get on them and see if I've put on any more weight. But I don't know. I do feel chunkier. When I was on that other webcam website, I basically, and I turned the camera back on. I turned my camera on for the first time in like just a few weeks. I hadn't been on there since I cut the beard off. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe I just I think I'm heavier because I can see my extra chin. It kind of makes me look extra pudgy or something. I don't know. But I was like, I'm filling the frame a lot more, right? I think I am. Anyway. Everyone's good. If I don't see you, I will. The things I'm supposed to give you updates. Yeah. I didn't really record a proper video. When I was at Bear Bash, I do apologize for that. But I basically I trade like mini videos. I've got a friend who basically really likes, well, and Itchy, who really likes just quick clips of like whenever I'm in a unique place or whatever, and enjoying my after dinner pipe or my breakfast pipe or whatever, then I take just a quick like 30-second video or something, and like I might put those together because I took a few while I was there. I didn't have anything to do in the middle of the park when I was drawing. Oh, drawing! Shit. I did do a quick drawing. Yes, in this book. Oh, it's super faint. Yeah, I've got ink it, but I did a quick drawing. It's super faint because it was steampunk themed. I did a little steampunk bear. Yeah, it's not gonna be out. You can't see that. But yeah, I did a steampunk bear. It's literally just a guy in a suit, with welding goggles on top of his head, on top of his hat. But yeah, I've got to ink something else in this book. So yeah, I've got work to do. So yeah, mini video coming out of that little compilation of mini videos. And also, yeah, some artwork is probably going to come out as well. And yeah, I don't know when that'll be done, but over the next week or two, I'm trying to secure this job. So kind of like you know, when I'm not doing that, I will be I don't know why I did this. I will be drawing. I'll be finishing off all the things. So yeah, there is that picture still of all of the group shot of all the guys, and they need to be taken up. So like, if anybody hasn't got like a character already in there, let me know. Even if you have, I probably would have forgotten that you've done it already. I was trying not to get to more than one person, one character, but at this point it's been like months, so I don't care anymore. Claim whatever characters you want to, as long as you give me a good description. But yeah, that one's got to be inked too. So yeah. Right. Is there anything else? Am I forgetting? No. Maybe. No. I think so. I think I'm good. I will be doing another live stream. Just updating you as things happen and come out and stuff. Probably another quickie. I don't know, but we'll see. Anyway, have a good one, guys, and yeah, see you in a couple of days, probably, if not more. So, happy birthday, by the way, Panafox. If I don't see you before then, although I'll try to remember to at least give you like a happy birthday on Discord or something. Just I'll DM you something if I remember it's your birthday, but don't get your hopes up because I don't fucking remember birthdays. You didn't answer me, by the way, if you knew when my birthday was. When my birthday was. When my birthday was. He's gone. He's probably gone already. Think about it. I was conceived at Christmas. And I'm one of the easy ones to remember as well. So you got 2 hints. I want you to try to at least guess. Stop it. Just maybe I just need some fizzy or something. No, I was conceived at Christmas. I was conceived at Christmas. And I'm again, I'm one of the easy ones. You got 2 clues. Like the first of the something month. Oh my god, how are you so? Oh my god, do you really think it only takes like 6 or 7 months? It doesn't. God damn it! Conceived on Christmas. It's the first of something. I'm going to give you that, but January, February, March, April, May, June, July. I'm not going to say that anymore because it's just like, how long does it take for humans to become a human? I hate you guys. I hate you guys so much. I hate you guys. Yeah, you're just pissing me off now. You're just doing this on purpose. You're doing this on purpose. They take 9 months. Technically, they take just over 9 months. They actually take They actually take closer to 10 months, but basically it's like it's 9 months. It's just a thing. Yes, it's fucking September 1st. Jesus, you guys. Panda, you lose a point. Not gonna say happy birthday to you. You get nothing. You can ask me to draw you something if you want me. If you want to. Before that's hard for me. What, counting the months up to 9? September 25th. Honestly, I thought you were just pissing me off because you wanted me to suffer and not get food. You cruel, cruel person. Panafox, I think you'll find that it's the other way around because it's the first day of the 9th month of 1987. You know, it goes that way. It doesn't go. It's the 9th day of the first month. That doesn't make sense. It's the 9th month and the first day in it. That just sounds yeah. No, it's Americans. They switch around the dates. I don't know why they switch around these two dates. It's very clearly meant to go in order of ascension. You know, it's like smallest to biggest. But no, Americans are like medium, smallest, biggest. And I don't know why you do this. I don't know why you do this. I don't know. Mine's hard, so it's good. Yeah, you see, it's your guys' fault. It's all your guys' fault. You should have been born. You should have had like internal calendars that that basically like when when it was a certain time, the bombs go off to the dam, that holds back the water, and then you just come out. I mean, that's how I did it. It was like, great, setting this for 9.5 months. As a sperm, that's what I did. I basically set a little bomb, just 9.5 months, and sat back and relaxed for that time. And then when the time came, it was like September 1st, dink, and I just slid right out. You've made me disturbed. I'm no longer hungry. Well, yeah, I wanted him to guess. Okay, I wanted him to guess. I'm on here for a little bit extra because I wanted him to guess and then feel my pain. But he's not going to. You did that yourself? No, of course I didn't. I'm just saying. It's like it's completely random. Whenever you're born is completely random. I was just making fun of you guys because I'm sorry that I can't remember your birthdays. But it's like you should have been born at this day. It's like you have control over that. It was supposed to be funny. It was fucking hilarious. Okay. So whatever. Like all of the rest of us that have got reasonable, sensible birthdays. Like you guys are just you're wrong. So's Itchy. Itchy's not perfect. Don't I know that? Damon is perfect. So there. Fine, I'll do it, but I mean that's your birthday present. I'm kidding. you know, you can ask me to draw you anything you want. It might be a bit late though, but yeah. Belly rubs, belly salute. I'm off now. Okay. I did have really randomly horny daydreams. Like when I was in Manchester, I have no idea what set this off. I was sitting on this park bench, and then I was just like imagined being an orb center on the park bench, and it was just like, oh my god, this feels amazing because I've got a really good imagination. I'm like, oh, this is awesome. It was, but yeah, it didn't last long. Anyway, Toodles. I really do have to go. I really do have to go because now I have to pee because I've gotten up and I sat down twice, so it's kind of like pumping my bladder. You are mean to me, both of you. Both of you are mean to me. Yeah. Again, happy birthday. Toodles.